Previously, on Season 2 of Monday Morning Macabre. Sconez dropped the gun! Sheesh!
Sheesh! I thought you were going to, splice in audio from last season.
No, absolutely. That's so much work that I would not do. Anything else, Sconez, you got?
Oh, God, it's all a blur. Last season was just so good.
I mean, it's been a week since...
Tara Reid, turn on your mic!
Yeah, there we go. Hey, everybody. It's Monday, it's morning.
You're damn straight.
You're damn tootin'. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre, Season 3, Episode 1. I know you've been waiting a year for us to return, and here we are. We're back.
I've decided, I talked to Sling Dingers.
Yeah.
R&D, the marketing department.
Research and development for those who are not insiders.
Yeah, and then I realized it's not really applicable, but we'll keep going with it.
Shut up.
Basically, they want to spice it up, so I'm just going to add more and more ridiculous stuff to my canon every week.
Yep, perfect.
And my ex-wife can't stop me.
You mean Tanya Barbarossa?
Tanya, listen.
Your canon ex-wife?
My very canon, very real ex-wife, Tanya Barbarossa. Listen, I have about 1 million phone calls about alimony, and I am not answering,
alimony,
baby.
Tony, get him on the phony, Sconey.
It's funny because she makes 3 times as much money as I do.
But that's
I don't know why.
That's the sexism in the system, okay? My ex,
Tanya
Barbarossa. Anyway, guys,
I knew it was going downhill when she didn't take my name, when she wasn't Tanya Sconez.
Yeah, you said, call me when you want, call me when you need, coming on in a man.
But anyways, I quit doing whippets, and now I'm here, Season 3.
From whippets to
Monday
creepy
Morning
tidbits, Monday Morning Macabre.
I used to get yelled at for having creepy tidbits.
Yeah, I used to be the kid at school who'd wear a tuxedo and have creepy tidbits, but look at me now.
Hell yeah. Did you wear a pinstripe suit and also have a katana?
Yeah, I mean, my fedora game. I was like a
good amount of people were just like, did I go to high school with Darcy?
Yeah,
no one stopped for a second.
Wait. He had the like shitty ponytail, right? Yeah, that was me. I was that guy. No, I wasn't. I wish I was. I wish I was brave enough to be that guy. Honestly. I am far too
we sound like bullies, but as an adult now, I'm like, good for them, dude.
I'm like, dude, honestly, those kids are so much braver than you or I. To have the to be so self-confident.
Just be like, I'm into this stuff, and I'm
dude, I'm into things that aren't even that cringy, but I would never even bring up. Like, it's, I don't know.
And I'm basically like, spent all of high school being like, I hope Tanya likes me. And look how that ended up.
And then, Barbarossi, Wossi, Season 3.
She got the house.
Season 3, the season of oi. Welcome, everybody. It's been a year since Season 2 ended. We wrapped shooting.
Man.
We're back with a fresh new look, just like every season of Big Brother.
Where'd you go your time off?
I mean, my daughter's now 14.
Looking at colleges.
She's
really smart.
Yeah, very smart. Got in early. We forced her to read all the time. That makes her smart.
That makes you a good parent automatically.
I have to amend Holiday Spooktacular amendment coming in.
Oh, no.
I claimed that my wife and I both came up with the skunk costume idea, but my wife has informed me. And by informed me, I mean said, hey, you didn't have any say in that. That was all my doing. So all credit of the skunk costume goes to her. And I am
coming clean. Wow.
Clean.
This is the honest season.
Yeah, this is me on Oprah talking about Season 3 of Monday Morning Macabre.
This is where we get the facts straight this season.
Straight facts straight.
Spitting straight facts.
Spitting flames on the mic and
no logic though.
Hashtag
no logic.
Hashtag no logic, Season 3.
You hear that? Logic the rapper's actually been dying to come on, and we
Logic has been. He's like, I can do a Rubik's Cube and freestyle. And I'm like, no one cares, Logic.
Get out, dude.
Stop it. The coolest thing you did was have the intro done by, what's his face?
You're sitting in terrorized seat.
Yeah, keeping it warm for her when she gets back. She went to the store.
No, I do like his song where he got like all the guys from Wu-Tang to come together. I was impressed.
Guys, today, Sconez is going to kick off the season with his spook.
No pressure.
Yeah, so Sconez a lot of pressure. Tanya's probably listening intently. Her lawyer's sitting with her, going to listen to all of these documents.
Well, that's the thing. If I do good, I know, obviously, whenever we do good on here, we make much more money.
And talk good.
If Sconez computer read good, then we make more money.
Then
and
money
more money.
More guys.
Goes to Tanya Barbarossa.
More gold in our coffers.
More gold in my coffin, where I'm going to be buried with all of my gold.
Like a pirate.
In the off-season, I got... Season 2 was so successful that I have dragon sickness now. Yep. I just lay on piles of gold all the time.
Yeah, Sconez is the not fog.
I am the fog.
Sconez is the smog of this podcast, and he's also the fog, a shitty superhero. He just has a fog machine. That's all he can afford.
Yeah, you better hope you have a bright light, because I'm going to make it hard to see out there.
Yeah, he's also in like an octopus costume because he loves Stephen King.
Yeah, I really covered all the bases in my off time.
Anyway, Sconez,
very active person.
What are we talking about to kick off season 3?
We're kicking off season 3 with a listener suggestion.
Shut your flippin' Marco Mouthy Polo.
Hey, who are you, Tanya?
Hey.
Listen, this listener suggestion is from @Linz_Wormter.
Linz Wormter?
On Instagram. Lindsay Wormter hitting me with a suggestion of the Sykesville Monster.
The Sykes? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with some realness right now, gang, audience.
Oh no, what?
I also am on our socials and our email. I did not see this at all. Usually, when you say something, I'd be like, oh, I remember getting that DM. I don't know where this is coming from.
Get wrecked, idiot. Lindsay, he doesn't mean it.
Lindsay, wormy squirmers. Listen.
Oh, I bet she doesn't like it now.
All right. Listen, Lindsay, I don't know why I called you Lindsay Wormy Squirmers. I take it back. It's just a silly hee ha ha. I did not see this, and I bet it's gonna be. I'm excited. I like monsters. Great, maybe the best write-in submission we've ever had. This is me quickly trying to cover it. Good save. Trying to save it.
Anyway, have we started every season with a cryptid? What was our first
Mothman
episode last? No, last season.
Mothman.
Mothwoman.
They moth them. Season 2 was like the rise and fall of Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, sounds scary.
It was spooky.
Anyways, Sykesville Monster band, play us in for episode 1, season 3.
Sykesville. More like, yikes, Phil. My friend Phil's here. Phil, why don't you tell him something interesting?
Yeah, I don't know how to eat muffins and pasta.
Hey, Phil, you have a way with words.
Phil, you got that beautiful voice.
I love it, Phil.
Sconez.
Thanks for coming by, Phil. Phil, early contender for Guest of the Year.
For Guest of the Year. He really wanted to get in there, episode 1, first thing.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.
Oh, Phil, always great to see you.
Love you, Phil. Love you, Philly.
He sounds a lot like the Hormone Monster, but we're not going to get into that.
Sykesville, Maryland. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Is it actually Maryland? I don't know where it's.
It is.
Is
it
sure
really?
Is.
I swear to God.
I genuinely just thought of the state that sounded good with Sykesville.
That's
weird.
Insane to me.
That was a 1 in 50 chance, baby. That's a 2%er.
We might end the podcast now.
All right, guys. Happy season 3 on to season 4.
I'm the armchair expert.
Yeah, guys, the newbies for season 4.
No,
Phil's just going to take over.
You guys want to hear Phil for an hour and a half? Call it filler.
Alrighty, I got my source is werewolves.com.
Oh, jeez. I'm
a big fan.
Werewolves.
It has a tab at the top of the website that says Midnight Mushing. I'm not going to press on
This
it.
Sounds like one of those brave kids from high school made it.
Could be. There's also DIY ghost hunting, which I'm a fan of.
Ooh, I like that. All right. I'm in. You got me back. You freaked me out with whatever mooshing is or whatever, but I'm back.
I saw Phil got excited at the mooshing.
I'm really stoked.
But I'm I don't. He's real riled up. But I like
Phil's doing that thing that kid in high school, who's a different kid in high school, did, where he always stood on the chair and like kind of squatted.
Yeah. Did you have a kid who ran from class to class? We had a kid who ran from class to class.
Always. Yeah. And ironically, he was never on a track or any kind of sports team.
Our kid was a really good javelin thrower, which was like,
was he doing it in the hallways?
Yeah, he would strap his backpack to a javelin and huck it into this class so he could save his seat.
Only 3 kids were injured senior year.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Anyway.
Bigfoot sightings occur all throughout the United States.
Yep.
Similar sightings across the seas in a variety of countries. So you got,
the world.
Yetis. Tales of big, hairy humanoid creatures caught somewhere between a person and an ape crop up pretty much anywhere in the world with only minor differences.
Skunk ape, shout out, Patreons.
The Yowie of Australia, the silver-pelted Yeti of the Himalayan mountains, and of course, the American and Canadian Sasquatches all have 3 major similarities.
They're big feet. They're hairy, and they're in your area.
Frightfully tall statures and a thick, musky stench.
Ooh, stench me, Sconey.
Hey, a little bit of stench for you,
hey,
Phil.
Phil, you get a little bit of stench.
Hey, for you, 2 stenches. How could all of these legends have all of this in common? How could the tales endure to this day?
Because they're all made up.
Is it all part of some worldwide government conspiracy?
Must be.
Well, there is some evidence to support this school of thought. One of the most notably vague occurrences surrounds the town of Sykesville, Maryland.
I'm still surprised I got it.
That is wild, dude. You didn't see the post.
I genuinely did
not. You didn't know about this monster.
Shout out to I'm sorry,
Maryland.
Wormski. I did not see the post.
Maybe it's Vermski. Maybe she's German.
Ooh.
Like Hans Vermet.
Yeah. Shout out to Old Bay.
There are little to no official reports of the creature, but instead of being labeled as Bigfoot like most similar sightings, this ape-like being has been dubbed the Sykesville Monster.
Such a cool dude. Slap a town name in front of monster and I'm in.
Dude, I wish I was the insert town where I live monster.
Bro, I was the Bill Ricka monster for Halloween.
I was the Revere monster, dude.
It'd be fun. This would be more fun if we didn't confine it to monster at the end, but yeah.
In the early 1970s, the creature made quite an impression on the public. The first glimpses of it were merely of a massive, hairy thing that raided garden sheds or shambled about on porches in the rural areas. So basically me on
I was going to say.
Thirsty Thursday.
Hey, a couple Red Bulls and I'm there, baby.
And I'm in my neighbor's shed and he's like, hey, get out of there. And I'm like, whoa, thought this was my house. Sorry about that.
Sorry, buddy. And he's like, this is why Tanya left.
And I'm like, hey, you get down here and say that to me. And then Phil, you remember you were holding me back from that fight?
Yeah, I had to really hold really hard. You're really strong.
Yeah, Phil always has my back.
Phil has your back.
Of course, there were no true records of the beast. Most of the monster's fame was borrowed from other Bigfoot sightings, which were a popular topic of the decade.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps the title monster was merely to differentiate it from the regular old Sasquatch.
Sheesh.
But all we can do at this point is speculate. It's been cemented into place by local media.
Okay. I'm in. So we got a Bigfoot run around Sykesville.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Bro, Sykesville's frickin' flipping, dude.
Well, the media had a field day. The citizens fell into a deep pit of fear and paranoia.
Uh-oh.
Every shadow might as well have been the Sykesville Monster. Police were called out time and time again to investigate
that sucks for the police. Be like, God damn it, again?
I mean, would you rather that or get there and there's the fucking Sykesville Monster?
Bro, I would take the Sykesville Monster, no problem, bro.
Dude, if Mark Wahlberg was there, there'd be no Sykesville Monster.
Mark, welcome to season 3.
To investigate nothing, while hysterical residents cowered behind closed doors. I like the hysterical residents cowered behind closed doors. Like they should be out there fighting.
Yeah, right. You cowards, get out of your houses where you're safe.
The rash of reports did not halt businesses or productivity, but it was clear that the presence of things was being felt all around.
Sheesh.
In 1973, the local fears were confirmed as an out-of-state trucker came across the creature in the middle of the road.
Cool.
He slowed at the sight of it, getting a good view before it came down. Before it became aware of his presence and fled this scene. The trucker described it as being 7 or 8 feet tall and covered in a thick coat of brown hair. He said that the thing's lower body seemed to be caked with mud, the fur matted down like a wet dog's. The truckers asked to remain anonymous.
I think the trucker's ass was sick.
Covered in mud, baby. But still, his tail whipped the locals into a frenzy. 7 or 8 feet tall is horrifying.
That's very tall. Now, also, aren't truckers up really high? Isn't that a really hard perception?
Right, so this thing's fucking like grilling him from eye to eye.
Yeah, right? He's like, yeah, that's when you'd be like, okay, this is a big boy.
The final nail in the coffin before a hunting party was sent out.
This is the most Beauty and the Beast-esque story. They're like, well, we got
like Frankenstein, like torches and pitchfork kind of thing.
Yeah, they chased him to his giant castle.
It was a long sorry. I'll start the whole thing over since.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Yeah, here we go.
Sykesville,
Maryland. The final nail in the coffin before a hunting party was sent out was a massive footprint. It was long, 13 inches, and deep enough for a decent cast to be taken. Scientists could not definitively tell what made the footprint.
Wait, hold up. 13 inches, are we talking across or lengthwise? Because I'm like a size 13 and a half, 14 shoe. So doesn't that... So that is not that impressive, if you ask me.
Wow. Coming at the fucking Sykesville Monster.
TBH. Am I the Sykesville Monster? Might be. Don't at me, Maryland.
Scientists could not definitively tell what made the footprint, though their final verdict seemed to be that the print was most likely made by a men's sandal. This satisfied many naysayers elsewhere in the country, but the locals are more reluctant to accept it.
How easily are they convinced? Yeah, it's probably just a sandal. All right, everyone, pack it up.
It's a sandal.
It's a sandal. Sandal scandal.
Several search and hunting parties went out, some even accompanied by police or zoologists from nearby towns hoping to capture or identify the creature.
This sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode.
What's it, Scooby-Doo?
We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trailer's like you.
What's a Scooby-Doo?
Honestly, such a good song.
It really is. They did a
Simple
good job
Plan.
There.
Shout out to Simple Plan.
Simple Plan's touring at the moment with The Offspring. Fun fact.
Guys,
ultimately...
wait, no, we're not. Hold on. SimplePlan.com for tickets and information. Shout out to French-Canadian bands.
Free plug. Ultimately, these searches led to nothing, and there are no records of any sightings between the years of 1974 and 1980. That is not to say that the creature disappeared or was not seen again, because there are many tales from around that told by...
Uh-oh, we got a stumper.
This sentence a little bit of a typo.
Gonna get 'em. Uh-oh. Better hit that moosh button or whatever.
Because they're... Oh, Phil's ears perked up again. Because there are many tales from around the time told by reminiscing locals of an odd occurrences in and around the secluded areas near Sykesville. Many believe that this lull in activity was simply because the government cover-up for the FBI had become involved with the searches just before the news abruptly stopped reported monster sightings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It wasn't until after the 80s so this is classic small town 80s black SUVs roll into town.
This is just Stranger Things, this is the Duffert brothers or whatever.
Yeah, there's 4 middle school kids that are friends with the Sykesville Monster that are hiding them in the woods at this point.
Yeah, one of them's bald. I've seen the show.
It wasn't until after the 80s.
Going inside of tree stumps.
It wasn't until after the 1980s that a lot of people came forth with stories of their own, most tales originating from during that decade.
One man recalled... All right, I think Phil forgot how he sounds.
Yeah, I think Phil's got something in his throat.
He wanted to chime in, but he started choking on a chicken bone.
I told you, Phil, after you eat all the meat, you got to stop with the bones.
Never mind, continue, Scones.
One man recalled being a child and hearing something big screaming loudly and tramping about in the woods beyond his rural home. He states that the morning following that terrifying encounter, the woods were marked with broken branches, trampled undergrowth, and massive footprints.
Sheesh.
But it was never reported for reasons unknown.
That's the spookiest kind of reasons.
Oh, no! Many had experienced similar to the trucker, where the Sykesville Monster obliviously stepped out into the street as they were driving down the road. There were even a few tales circulating about the monster raiding or tossing about camping gear while people were asleep in their campsites. And, eerily enough, a couple were where Witnesses describe something lurking just outside of their tents all night long.
Uh-oh. Freaking lurkers, dude.
Fucking lurkers.
Just follow already.
Where these events passed by unnoticed, however, one man by the name of Lon Strickler would not be counted to see the
Is he a vampire hunter? He must be.
He's the Maryland equivalent of a vampire hunter. He would not be content to see the unusual occurrences swept under the rug. Lon was fly fishing on the banks of the Patapsco River, 1 mile from Route 32 near Sykesville. Hey, you Maryland heads will know.
Hey, if you're a Marinite, if you're a Marinade, shout out.
Put down your crab cakes.
Put down your Old Bay and take a listen, baby.
So he was 1 mile from Route 32 near Sykesville when he caught sight of a stray dog. Of course, he did not pay the wild animal much mind, and the dog passed by without incident. But soon, growling and snarling erupted from the brush farther downstream.
From the brush.
From the brush.
Uh-oh, is the doggy going to be deaded?
Lon, curious but not expecting anything major, moved towards the sounds, expecting to see a fox or deer that could have startled the dog. What he saw was the Sykesville Monster.
Oh, no.
The ape hoisted the dog overhead, making a clicking sound with its teeth, and slammed it down hard.
Jesus.
The dog yelped and bolted, bleeding but otherwise undamaged. The monster glanced at Lon and retreated into the end of the road, leaving behind a very shocked fisherman.
Oh, yeah, Lon, that's pretty awesome.
I know, Phil.
Phil remembers.
Glad to see you got that bone out.
Yeah, Phil.
I cleared my throat, guys.
All right,
immediately,
good Phil.
Immediately, Lon hurried back to his truck and booked it to the nearest establishment with a payphone.
Yeah, I'd hurry back too.
He was told to wait for officers to arrive at the scene, but when he got back to the area, he was surprised to see someone had already had a car out there. As soon as he stepped out to tell the officer what he had seen, the man interrupted him and merely stated that he needed to get back in his car and leave.
Oh.
Alarmed, Lon pressed the man for details, receiving only a more aggressive order to go. So, Lon left.
So, the police are covering it up.
People are coming at Lon, our guy, our boy. Yeah. After an hour, he came back. But, yeah, Lon's not... If you think you're getting Lon down...
you think you stopped Lon, think again.
You don't know Lon, baby.
Baby.
After an hour, he came back. This time, the woods were swarming with federal agents, helicopters, and baying hound dogs to aid in the search. As soon as he pulled up to the scene, he was instructed to leave. Shaken, he did so.
Classic.
Days went by without another mention of the incident. Days turned into weeks and eventually months. Mr. Strickler called the news agencies again and again, trying to gather information on what it was he had seen in the forest. At first, the people seemed intrigued, asking a lot of questions and sounding genuinely interested in what had taken place. As time went on, though, the news agencies would simply refuse to speak with him.
Shut up.
Same thing with the police.
Shut up.
There is no incident.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
All right, continue.
There's no incident on record that fits that description. That's what he was told over and over again. It was like the report had been stripped from the record, and given the hard stares he'd received for asking around, Lon soon realized that something big was happening. But this did not stop him from pursuing the truth. It only made it clear that he could not expect any help from government officials.
Lon, I'm gifting you every season of the X-Files box set, baby.
Lon's taking this into his own hand.
Yeah, can't spell Lon without law in your own hands.
Actually, as I'm reading it here, you can, but we're going to glaze over that.
It's not spelled. His name's not spelled L-A-W-N. What do you mean?
He would later hear from an ex-police officer about the incident, which was revitalizing after being informed by many that it had never happened. So he's going into the bar. There's the retired cop.
Yep.
Looking for questions. The cop's like, Lon, you look like shit.
Oh, he's like, aggressive.
Can it, buddy? Tell me what you know about that incident. And he's like, that was a long time ago. I was just a kid. You know, we all were.
I was a rookie cop.
Yeah, this is a long time in the future.
Entire force was 11 years old. We're all kids.
Funding really cut, so they drafted from the middle school.
I was the Foursquare King.
The officer stated that... Oh, man, you just reminded me of growing up. This crazy neighbor that lived near
Foursquare
my house
King?
growing up. And he loved Foursquare.
Dude.
He was like a 50-year-old dude just like killing kids in the neighborhood.
Wait. He's a 50-year-old dude?
Oh, no, probably in his 40s.
And I thought this was another kid.
No. This is a guy.
Oh,
his name was Bruce, but we all called him Crazy Bruce.
Yeah.
And he he would just, if kids in the neighborhood were playing Foursquare, he would come out and just fucking murder the kids at Foursquare.
So funny. What a weird thing to do.
Yep.
Be like, you remember I'm the king of this game.
It's my neighborhood, buddy.
I was the U13, U14 champ, 1988.
That, and he always had a dog named Bailey, and it would always run away from the house because he always had it off leash, and it would just run, and you just hear him in the neighborhood being like, Bailey, Jesus Christ, Bailey!
Oh, I love Bruce. Hey,
Crazy Bruce, if you're a
Crazy
listener,
Bruce,
I hope you're doing
now
well.
canon in the Monday Morning Macabre cinematic universe.
The officer stated that they were the first to arrive on screen. Oh, no, on scene.
Oh,
it's not a movie,
on screen
folks.
in the cinematic universe.
Setting. Woods.
Nighttime. Panning. Shot. Hard zoom on Scones' sweating brow.
I'm not going to lie to you. I am pretty sweaty right now.
Yes, Scones. Preach.
It's just a good topic.
Why are you sweaty? Let's talk about it.
I've been drinking hot coffee for like the past 15 minutes, and it's just a really good story.
Just real hot coffee and a real engaging tale.
And also, Phil's butt hot wings are like kind of filling the room up.
You say Phil's butt hot wings? What?
No, I didn't, but I like it.
Phil's butt hot wings.
Yeah, they're real good. You don't want to know how I make them.
It's actually a secret menu item. You can get them hot, crazy hot, or butt hot.
Phil's butt hot.
Phil's butt hot wings.
Phil's got a nice boot. It's long and short of it.
The officer stated that they were the first to arrive on the scene, but the matter was swiftly. I'm stuck in butt hot.
This is dumb. Oh, season 3.
Oh, season 3. I hope we're setting the tone for the rest of the season.
Boy, do I agree with you.
I'm just glad Phil's here for the first episode.
Yeah, I'm glad Phil could make the first episode. We've been trying to have him on for years.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Happy to be. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
The matter was...
He talks like an obese, like 1.5x speed Joker.
He talks like the angel he is, baby.
Love you, Phil.
Love you so much.
Love you so much, Phil's butt hot wings.
But the matter was swiftly taken out of their hands when federal agents began swarming in, reacting with a speed and intensity that alarmed even the most experienced local officers. They were told to get into their cruisers and stay put. Being outranked, they could not argue. It was a major, like, this is our crime scene now.
Yeah, right.
Afterward, they were told explicitly never to speak of this incident again, which is why
Cool.
this particular officer never said anything to Lon before his retirement.
Okay.
Even after
Gotta
he
get
was
that
no
pension,
longer part
baby.
of the force, the officer wisely chose to remain anonymous. Very fishy
Anonymous.
stuff. But you think that's going to stop Lon?
Dude, lawn chair? Detective? Hell no.
Lon's investigations did not stop here, of course.
Of
He got
course.
into contact with several people who claimed to have seen the Sykesville Monster.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Well, here's the kicker.
Okay.
Wait, no fucking way.
Wait, what? I'm so excited.
I swear to God to you, the listener, I am reading this article verbatim, and that Darcy, you swear to God you've never seen or heard of this, anything?
I genuinely, I have no idea what, I swear on this entire podcast that I am not, I don't know what.
So Lon got into contact with several people who claimed to have seen the Sykesville Monster.
Is one of them Phil?
Most notably, a man named Phil. Phil, you sandbagging son of a bitch!
You got me.
So you talked to Lon this whole time and you haven't said
Phil
anything?
knew. He's a good guy. He was trying to set up his butt hot wings. That's amazing.
Phil was a fisherman. Like, Phil, I didn't know you knew how to fish, dude.
Yeah, I can swing a rod.
Oh, man, that's a new... I don't think anyone ever says it like that, but I like it. Phil was a
he came up with it, I think.
And he told Lon about an experience while he had fishing around the time Lon's encounter took place. One of Phil's buddies brought to his attention that there was a rumor...
What a great start to the season.
One of Phil's buddies brought to his attention that was a rumor floating around about a human skeleton. Wait, that was me. Phil, I told you about that human skeleton.
Oh, yeah, that was a hot skeleton.
What are the odds that we're
living?
This is
We're
wild.
in it, dude. We're in the flow state right now.
Lindsay Vermhat, I hope you're just stoked.
Hey, Squirmin' Wormin, shout out to you. Thank you so much, though, on the real.
Anyways, about a human skeleton just off one of the footpaths along the river. Naturally curious, Phil and his friends decided to go see if this was true. It was. I like that Phil and his friends are like adults, but they're also the kids from Stand By Me.
They're the Stranger Things kids, but all grown up. One of them's
the bones
bald.
are very. But now it's normal.
Nosebleeds.
The bones were very human. Same shape and everything.
Some shit.
Those bones, shit. You know,
all sorts of human stuff out there.
Oh, if I got to vote, this would be my favorite episode of season 3.
This is number 1 with a bullet. Woo, boy.
The bones are very human, same shape and everything,
man.
but with one jarring difference. The bones were huge, thicker than any human skeleton. Some bones were missing, but most of it was intact. The men did the only sensible thing.
Swallowed all the bones.
They poked them with sticks. Contacting the authorities as quickly as they could.
Phil, is that why you swallowed the bones? After this incident? When you make your wings?
Phil?
You got me.
Oh, great. Well, you could just
it's not really a big deal. Yeah,
I know. We're not like, it's
just, stay safe. Those bones, man. But as in Lon's story, it was not the local police who were brought in to deal with the situation. Phil and his friend never truly found out what became of the bones. But they heard through the grapevine that nobody was allowed in the area until the investigation was complete, and not a word was heard about it after that.
Oh, man.
It is the mysterious events surrounding this elusive creature that has led many to believe that the government is hiding something right under the noses of Maryland residents.
I love it. I'm in.
And is it so unreasonable to have these suspicions when there's clearly been something unusual happening around Sykesville?
Misa no think so. Is that what he wrote next?
Oh my god, no. After the Lon Strickler story, rumors to being passed around on vague internet forums never received any press.
Okay.
After the local news agency's unwillingness to even discuss the matter, after seeming so curious when it was first brought to their attention, conspiracy theories like this one can seem very far-fetched. But is it so far out of the realm of possibility?
Ability?
And the big question is, what is more frightening? The thought of meeting the monster? Or here we go.
Ooh.
Or the thought that the government may be hiding this monster?
Bum, bum, bum.
And that is the Sykesville Monster episode.
What a banger of a season intro. Guys, you had humans, you had bones, you had shit, you had hot butt wings, you had Old Bay, you had truck drivers, you got muddy 8-foot tall dudes. What more do you want in a kickoff episode to a season?
I can't think of one thing.
You had Phil.
Guys, thanks so much for having me on.
Phil, I'm happy that you made it, dude.
Phil, we've been trying to get you on the show. You've been so booked up with your tour. You filling me now, Mr. Krabs, which is a great title for your worldwide tour.
Check it out.
Everyone, go to philanthropy.com.
So far on the tour, he's going from Scottsdale, Arizona
to Scottsdale downtown.
Then to Calgary, Canada, and then back to Scottsdale, Arizona for a last show.
Yeah, his grandmother lives in Calgary. He's seeing her. It's a family thing, so don't go to that show.
I love you, Nana.
What a family guy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Whatever happened to... Nope, that's Full House.
Milkman, the paper boy.
Milkman, the paper boy. A giant 6 to 7 to 8 foot tall man covered in mud.
Uncle Jesse's my favorite Family Guy character.
Yeah. Did you know that
Mila Kunis?
MacFarlane does all the voices? He does Danny, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, the woodchuck puppet is actually Mila Kunis.
Yep. Anyway. Joey Gladstone.
Whoa.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to episode 1 of season 3. We had fun. I hope you had fun. Shout out to Lin-Manuel the Wormster for suggesting this episode. We appreciate it.
And Tanya, if you want your alimony, come fucking get it.
But genuinely, you have to repeat the person's name because I've only been calling her Squirmin' Worm.
Oh,
and I want to give.
You don't think that's enough?
I want to give true credit. You don't think
that's a respectful way to refer to the listener?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I need the full name.
Lindsay Wormter at _Wormter on Instagram.
Everyone go follow her, just out of my feeling bad for. I hope you understand this is all for funsies, and I believe she's
also a genuine, bona fide Julie Patreoni as well.
Lindsay, my dear boy. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for suggestions. If you guys want to write in, send us DMs, contact us via email. However you want to send in suggestions for what you want to hear. Sometimes you get some gold.
And keep sending in AMA questions.
Keep sending in AMA questions. We'll be recording it soon.
We want a lot of them. We want a lot. We have a good amount, but we need more.
There's always room for more.
I told you, baby. I got that dragon sickness in the off season.
And if for some reason you started with season 3, episode 1, follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
You probably have a wild assumption of what this show is.
Yeah, you're probably like, this, I want more. I want this all the time. Then go through our episodes. If you're like, this is not what I expected. My name is Lon, and I was the detective. Then
3 out of 5. Not for me.
Not for me. Follow us on Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre, MMMacabrePod on Twitter, and MondayMorningMacabre.com for all of the merch, Patreon, bonus tent stuff you want. And above all, guys, have a happy and wonderful Season 3 Monday.
Bye.
Bye. Phil, do you want to say bye?
Phil's always bye.
He's really a poet.
And he knows it. Goodbye.